Afternoon, Ross here. Thought I'd just put together a quick introduction to this week's video. It's been a big week. On Monday I attempted to run non-stop for 24 hours while also trying to reach at least 100 miles. It was a huge task, one which I've been thinking about for the last few weeks. It needs to be done as part of my Race Across Scotland training. I had to test my levels of physical fitness. I needed to know my current levels of endurance and also just where my mind's at just now and whether or not I've got it mentally to run for that length of time. Ultimately it was just around Broxburn, West Lothian, because we're still kind of in relative lockdown, so that in itself was a mental challenge. Through the day, through the night, it had highs, I had lows, I had people helping me, which was brilliant. So yeah, keep watching and we'll just see how it went.
Alright Ross, we're all ready for the 24-hour challenge?
Well, it's as good a time as any. Just get sorted. Just woke up this morning thinking, right, let's do this, and I thought, hold on a minute, I'm doing 4 marathons at least in the next day, so I just suddenly got this fear. But you know what, I'm ready now, had a bit of breakfast, ready to go, so we'll just see what happens over the next 24 hours, eh?
Good man, let's do it. Let's go for it.
Here we go. Got Sync with me for the first couple of hours.
Not a problem.
Here we go, start at 12 o'clock. See how I'm in 24 hours. Let's do this.
Start of the second loop here. Mr. Mackey dodging away.
Thought I'd do a wee check-in. Just clicked on 20 miles. Sinky joined me for the first couple of loops. It's me just past Amendale on the third loop. I'd like to say I feel great, but I kind of didn't. First of all, it's really warm. The strong wind, I wouldn't say is a factor. Kind of hiding by the trees most of the time, but I think I just need some decent food. Not really had much since I started at 12. So energy wise, not great. I could feel better, but that's a fifth done, so that's a good thing in what, 3.5 hours. So I'll get back to the house with something to eat. I think Donna's going to join me on the next one and crack on to close to mile 30.
Come on mate, keep it going. Only 80 odd miles.
Through the mud, following Donna, mile 26, done. 1 marathon complete. 3 to go. Cheers, wee man. Thanks for that.
I was waiting for 10 minutes.
Quick break and then I'll get off again. Yeah, so I've come a decent distance. Ultra marathon distance, so from that point of view, going well. I don't feel amazing though. My legs are starting to get a bit stiff. So on one hand I'm thinking it's too early for that, but on the other hand I'm thinking, well, I have done 34 miles, so it's only natural that you're going to start feeling that. Still a long way to go, but I can't allow myself to think that. It's what, 6:30. Gary's going to meet me in half an hour for the final look before dark. That'll take me up to best part of 45, which is fine. Take it a bit easier through the night, and final push in the morning. Hopefully by morning I'll be in a position to only need about 30 miles or so over the last 8 hours. That's a long way away yet. I can't allow myself to think that far ahead. I feel alright, not amazing, not brilliant, but still smiling, still happy, rocking forward till the next check-in, maybe around about the double marathon stage. 6, Gary. I'm struggling, man. Oh. This is tough. Tough. Still got ages to go. Didn't tell Gary. He thinks I'm dead amazing. Just through 50 miles. Heading along the 18am, probably go as far as RBS and back. I've had to strap up my knee, as you can maybe see right there. Don't know if you can see that, but I've never hurt my knee before, to be honest, and it's quite painful. There's no way it's going to stop me from continuing, but I just need to be mindful. Hopefully the bandages that I've got on has helped. Take it 1 hour at a time. See, it's taken 11 hours to do the halfway, so that's good. So it's basically any hour or any mile that I do between now and 12 is bonus miles to get me further ahead of halfway, and yeah, I feel alright actually, apart from my knee, so hopefully it stays that way for the next while. Alright, it's 6:30. I've just gone through a third marathon. Finally it's to daybreak. Finding it hard. Motivating myself to do the last 20 miles isn't great. My whole right leg is knackered. My knee's strapped. I can't run more than 200 or 300 metres without my thigh being too sore. So I need to stop and then walk. I just need to try and maintain 4 miles an hour. If I can do that, then I'll meet the 100, but it's not really enjoyable just now. I want to just pack it in, but I don't want to pack it in, that's been daft. But the brain's telling me that my body's had enough. But I know that I've just got to persevere for the next 6 hours, 5.5 hours. After all, I've done 15, so 15, 19. I'm not fully motivated at the moment, as you can probably tell, but I'm still moving. I'm still edging my way to that finish line, and we'll see how I am in a couple of hours or so. 100 miles, 24 hours. I don't even know the exact distance, but it's 100 miles. I'm going to sleep. Oh, good night. What was your favourite bit? Finishing. Always good getting to 100. Listen, I didn't even know that I was capable of doing it. It's still quite early in the training, so at least I had to persevere and try and get over the finish line. I had my knee wrapped up after 50 miles, so I kind of resigned to the fact that that wasn't going to happen. Just get as close to it as possible, but I waited enough for me to just keep going. It was always a case of trying to get 4 miles an hour, which can be done when you mix up walking and running and jogging. So by maintaining that speed, I knew that I'd be able to reach 100 miles. So
What was your worst bit?
Having to deal with the knee and the thigh, groin area. If it wasn't that, it was that, and I've never really had to deal with that sort of stuff before. And, I held up enough, but yeah, I need to get that looked at.
Best lesson for your next challenge?
Just keep preparing properly. That's the whole point of this, was to just work out for myself where I've been going wrong, and prepare, and just make sure you're fit enough first and foremost. But how do you know you're fit enough? It's only when you do things like this that you know where you're at and what still needs to be done. So I was successful without a doubt, but still a long way to go till I'm ready for the big one in August. Still achieved what I aimed for, so all good.